Hi guys, how are you doing? In this video I'll be talking about scope of the wave, not scope actually, but static keyword. Okay, but for telling that I need to write some code here, so let's write some code first of all, and we can see later what we can do with it. Less than 6 say I plus plus, and then let's write what we need to print something. Print come on, iteration percent d. No need to use this. Okay. Alright. Now I have to call the function here. Here what I'm trying to do is I want to call the function, printing function, like 6 times, and you'll see what will happen here in x and y, and then I'm printing the values of x and y. Percent d, percent d plus plus. Alright, this is fine. Wait a second, it's kind of zigzag, so let me make it look clear. Now look at this, it's showing in all the iterations the values of x and the values of y remain the same. That is, we didn't give the values anything. Suppose let's give some values, okay? Because we didn't give any values, default values got stored. Okay, now let's look at this and see what it will give. We'll just give 6 and 4 for every iteration. That is, for every time that we are calling this, the values remain the same, because again we are initializing them right to 6 and 4. Even though we applied this plus plus operation, it won't what hold out the value of x and y after. Suppose, where I'll tell you, it's printing, just remember now that it's printing all in all the iterations, it's printing 6 4 only. Okay, now what I'm telling is at the first time when we call the function here, it will come and it will equate the values to 6 and 4, right? Now after doing the operation, x and y will be increased, so x will have 7 and y will have 5. So now when it will go out of the function here, and then here it will again be called, right? So whenever the function call will come for the second time, the value that x is holding 7 and y is holding 5 will not be there. Whenever it goes out of the function, the values that the local variables of that function hold in will be gone. So the values that it can hold the value, okay, again it will be initialized to 6 and 4. So every time we are getting only 6 and 4. So now to hold the values, all you have to do is you have to use static here. So now what this will do is it will hold the value of the x even after the function, I mean even after it's out of the function. Okay, so now the values of x will be printed by incrementing. Okay, see, look at this. First time x is 6 7 8 9 10 and 11, but y is still remaining the same because y is not static. That is, the value won't hold out of the function. Whenever we come out of the function, the value of x remains same for the as 7 for the first time, and 7 8 for the second time, 9 10 and 11, but the y will be 4 always because it's not static. So the value won't be holding after out of the function. Okay, and this is what static will do now. And I think you guys understood the meaning of the static, right? Now say similarly, if we put static like here and we use some variable z. Now what this will do is if you put static outside, that is a global one. The difference between normal global and static global is if it is a normal global variable, it can also be accessed by like other functions which are present in other files. Like a normal global variable can be accessed not just by the current file that we are working with, but by also other files, external files. But if it is a static global, it can only be accessed by the file that we are working right now, this file. Okay, only this file, so only it is available to these functions, main and printing, but not the functions in other files. Okay, and that's the difference. And this is how you use a static keyword. And that's it for today's tutorial, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, don't forget to subscribe.